Hello friends, welcome to my channel Real Life Experience, myself Arindam. I told you earlier that I am not a motivational speaker, but I am a speaker. I am not your life coach, but my experience, my stories may help you to coach your life. In this video, we'll discuss about 10 important skills of a new generation student which they should have and which may help them in their studies. Here we'll discuss about the 10 important skills for those students who are in the transition phase, means class 10 to class 12, class 12 to graduation and so on. चलिए शुरू करते हैं अगला वीडियो. पूरा वीडियो देखिएगा तभी पता चलेगा. वीडियो अच्छा लगने से प्लीज शेयर, लाइक एंड सब्सक्राइब माय वीडियो. So skill number 1 is reading. Many of you notice that when you are reading a book, maybe after reading 3-4 pages, you may forget the first page of that book, of your study book. Do you know why is it? It is because when you are reading, you did not comprehend. So, please, when you are reading, please read and comprehend and read. Point number 1 is read and comprehend. Point number 2 is keep asking questions to yourself. And point number 3, please try to understand what is the practical example or practical applicability of the matter which you are reading. For example, Pythagoras theorem. We all know that in Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus perpendicular square, right? And according to the formula, we solve lot of physics problems, lot of mathematical problems. But you need to understand what is the applicability of this. I'll give you a good example. For example, you are going to the market with your parents to buy a TV or mobile. You know, there are in the market 42-inch screen TV, 52-inch screen TV, 6.3-inch screen mobile. What is the distance? What is 62-inch or 52-inch or 6.3-inch? That is basically the diagonal distance of the screen. How you will measure that? If you know that Pythagoras theorem, you simply do the measurement of the base and the perpendicular of the gadget which you are buying, and you can easily find out the actual screen length of the TV or mobile. This is a small practical example. If you are in engineering, if you are in the construction, you may know that there are a lot of examples of Pythagoras theorem, and without Pythagoras theorem, we cannot construct a building, we cannot construct a road, and there are a lot of examples which we use in the factories too. So please guys, in reading, under reading, please remember 3 points. Read and comprehend, point number 1. Point number 2 is keep asking questions to yourself. And point number 3, please try to understand the practical applicability and practical examples of the matter which you are reading. Skill number 2 is motivation. Motivation means, here I want to tell you the self-motivation. We know sometimes we feel very low, sometimes we feel frustrated. That may be because of peer pressure, that may be because of the pressure from the parents, that may be the pressure from any outside world. In this scenario, you always try and expect that somebody will come and motivate you. Please avoid that. We are matured enough. Why we need motivation from others? Why we expect some other person will come in our life and motivate us? We should motivate ourselves. To motivate yourself, you can read some religion text. You can watch some motivational movies. You can listen some motivational speech of any life coach or motivational speaker. I am telling you guys, that will really motivate you. Another thing, please avoid negative people in your life, negative folks in your life. When you are frustrated, when you are not motivated, if you try to mix up with them, if you are talking with them, they will make you more negative. Always mix up with positive folks. They will give you some positive energy. Another thing, in the morning, please avoid reading newspaper. You read a good newspaper in the evening or in the afternoon. Do not read it in the morning. You know why? I am telling this because the maximum of the newspaper first and second page is full of advertisement or it is full of किसी का डेथ हो गया, किसी का मर्डर हो गया, कहीं पे कुछ एक्सीडेंट हो गया, all the negative news. Please avoid all those negative news in the morning. So guys, point number 2 is motivation, and which is self-motivation. No one will come and motivate you. You have to motivate yourself. Without motivation, you cannot complete or do your studies. Please understand. Now we'll go for the point number 3. Skill number 3. Skill number 3 is very, very important. Please listen to it. Skill number 3 is how to learn. There are 3 types of learner. You need to identify yourself what type of learner you are. These 3 types of learners are: number 1, visual learner; number 2, auditory learner; number 3, the learner from reading and writing. So you need to identify what type of learner you are. Then there are 3 types of learning. Some people learn quickly, they are called quick learners. Some people learn slowly, they are called slow learners. Quick learner is only 10%. And another type of learner is continuous learning. Today you learn something, tomorrow you forget that and learn another thing. And day after tomorrow again you learn something. The continuous learning is the best process of learning. Try to follow that, but you need to choose your ways of learning. You will be quick learner, or you will be slow learner, or you will be continuous learner. And one more thing guys, I'll suggest you, learn, unlearn and relearn. इसमें क्या होगा? Today you learn something from some books or some videos, you forget that, and tomorrow you learn it in the new ways. And day after tomorrow, find some other new ways of learning it. Try to find out the new ways of learning every day in different matters. It will really help you. So point number 3, how to learn, is very, very important. Please follow this. Skill number 4. Skill number 4 is express yourself. You should not bottle up your feelings and expressions within yourself, mainly when you are students, and it applies to your professional life also. Please express yourself. For example, if you are not understanding one theory or one chapter, you should tell your teacher, you should ask your teacher, you should ask your coach, or you should ask your parents. Do not bottle up your expressions. When you are not able to understand something, you please write the key points, 1, 2, 3 points in a page, and after the completion of the class, you please ask your teacher or ask your coach. In our day-to-day office life or corporate life, we also do something like this. When we are having a meeting with the higher management guy, he do not or she do not have time, he or she do not have time to listen 10-15 points. So we note down 2-3 points, 4 points and discuss with him or her, and we get it resolved. So do not bottle up your expressions which you are not understanding. Please write it down 2-3 points, and at the end of the class or when you are getting time, please ask your teacher. This skill is very much important. Please remember this. Skill number 5. Skill number 5 is art of convincing. It will be required in your student life, in your professional life too. In this art of convincing, you need to sell yourself. But remember one thing, to convince others, do not tell lie. Please remember this, to convince others, do not tell lie. For example, you need a good Android phone. Then you need to convince your parents, or you need a good laptop. You need to convince your parents. If you are asking your parents to give a good mobile, they can tell you Why you need a good mobile? Good Android mobile? Then you need to convince them in today's date you are doing all these audio visual classes, all this coaching through this mobile, which required a good quality camera, good memory and good storage. If you are able to convince them with this value, you are not going to your teachers right now at this point in time, right? You are sitting at home. You have to convince your parents that transportation cost is getting saved. And that transportation cost you are adding into your mobile device or laptop to buy it. And it will give a value. So please remember, always try to add value. Same applies to laptop also. Your parents may ask you, why laptop? You may do it through desktop. But desktop is not a movable thing. You need to fix it in the one corner of one room of your house. But laptop is movable. For example, you placed your laptop at your bedroom and some important discussion is going on between your parents, then you should not sit there. But desktop you cannot move, but laptop you should move. You should move it to your drawing place, your dining place, your reading room. So when you are asking something, you need to convince your parents, your teacher. You need to, maybe you are feeling some pain, you are having some pain regarding your studies. You need to express that and you need to convince them about your pain. Then they will help you to solve it. So point number 5 is art of convincing. It will help you in your professional career also. Skill number 6 is listening. Please know when to stop and when to start. Please develop a good habit of listening others. Others means your parents, your teachers or your coach. If you are unable to listen, you will not be able to learn anything. When your teacher is saying something or parents is saying something or explaining something, please listen to it. There may be 2-3 points you may not understand. At the time of listening, please note it down. When your coach or teacher complete that, then you ask your questions. So please develop a good habit of listening others. First be silent, then listen, then speak and then understand. Skill number 7 is time management. Now question comes, how to do the time management? To do the time management, you have to follow 2-3 things. Number 1, smart work. Number 2, prioritize your work. And number 3, focus on your work. And it will come into mix and matches. For example, today is Monday. I am doing this video in the evening. Why? But Saturday, Sunday, I do all these videos in the early morning. Why? Because I prioritize my work, I focus on my work and I have to do some smart work. Today I am doing this video in the evening because today is office day. And I prioritize my office first and after the office I am doing this video. Today, before doing this video, my main focus was office work and that is called smart work also. But in Saturday, Sundays, that was my holiday. I do the videos in the morning because those are my holidays and I prioritize myself as an promising YouTuber. So you need to prioritize. For example, today you are having a class of your science subjects and your art subjects. Okay, and both the classes are coincide on the same date. Then what class you will do? You are confused. Don't be confused. For example, you are मान लो आप क्लास 10th का स्टूडेंट हो if you are a if your future is on science, if you have already decided you will go for science, then science subject will be your priority. And then you need to do the science coaching instead of arts coaching. And accordingly, you need to convince your arts teacher, dear sir, I have decided my future as a science student, so today I'll do the science classes. I'll record your notes, I'll take your notes from other students or other of my friends. So, you focused on your science subject because you will take science in future. You do a smart work that you convince your teacher, right? And you have done a very good time management. So please remember this, time management is very important. For this, you have to do smart work, you have to prioritize your work, and you have to be very much focused on your work. Point number 8. Point number 8 is very important. It is required for your student life and your professional life too. This is called problem solving attitude. Sometimes we feel low, sometimes we are panicky, sometimes we are frustrated, and we try to, and we keep bringing problem to our parents as a student. And as a professional, we also bring problems to our managers. If I am meeting my manager or I am discussing with my manager, always with the problem, boss a problem hua, boss wo problem hua, some fine morning he will tell me, then why you are required? Arindam, please come with some solution. Some point in time, come with some solution. Don't come to me always with your problems. And that applies to your student life also. And you have to practice it from your student life. Practice, practice, practice makes a man perfect. For example, आपका घर का वाईफाई नहीं चल रहा है. You will go to your parents, मम्मी पापा वाईफाई नहीं चल रहा है. Don't do that. You are a matured guy. पहले आप जाओ, you go to the router, check it, what is the problem. If it is some connection oriented problem, you are having the app, you are having the toll free number, call that service provider and ask them to solve it immediately because you are having class after 1 hour. In this case, your parents will be also happy to see you are solving problems because of your study. They will also feel happy. I am having Wi-Fi connection at my home. 7 तारीख को उसको रिचार्ज करना है. Maximum time I do the recharge. If I forget, my daughter is doing that recharge. I don't expect her to come and say me, Papa, Papa, Wi-Fi नहीं चल रहा है. I have given her that freedom. You may recharge also, right? So that is solving a problem. Do not go to your parents always with your problems. Sometime a problem solve करो, उसको जाओ बताओ, जो पापा मम्मा ये प्रॉब्लम हुआ था, इसको मैंने सॉल्व किया, ऐसे किया, आपको कैसे लगा? वो बोलेगा अच्छा लगा है. And they will also expect and they will also help you in solving your problems. So your approach should be not bringing the problem always on the table. Your approach should be problem solving. You should have an approach of problem solving and you need to practice it, develop it from your student life. Skill number 9 is curiosity. You should have curious, always be curious on your studies. How you will do it? You should be very much questioning. When you are reading, when you are learning something, ask questions to yourself. Within the mind, there should be always question. If question comes, then curiosity increases. And then you will feel you need to explore something new. In any subject matter, always try to find or explore something new. If you are exploring or finding something new things, then interest will increase. And it will be a continuous learning, and this learning will be your in-depth learning. This is the new ways of learning actually. So you should have curiosity, you should have explore new things that will increase your curiosity, and that will increase the depth of your knowledge. So be curious when you are studying. And this is last skill number 10. This is also very important. Break the big task into small part. It will help you to deliver more. For example, आपका मैथ्स टीचर आपको 10 मैथ्स करने के लिए दिया है, and he told you you have to submit it to him within next 2 days. तो आप एक साथ 10 मैथमेटिक्स का प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करने के लिए बैठ जाओगे तो यू विल बी बोर्ड, आपको अच्छा नहीं लगेगा. तो क्या किया आपने, उसको 3-4 टाइम स्केड्यूल में डिवाइड कर लो. सुबह 4 किया, शाम को 2 किया, नेक्स्ट डे और 2-4 कर लिए. सो ऑलवेज ट्राई टू बिग टास्क. आपको लगता है इतना कम टाइम लाइन में इतना मैथ्स कैसे करके दू, मैथमेटिकल प्रॉब्लम कैसे सॉल्व करके दू, समटाइम यू फील. सो जो बड़ा टास्क होता है उसको छोटा छोटा पार्ट में डिवाइड कर लो. इट विल हेल्प यू टू स्टडी और आप बोर नहीं हो जाओगे. सो गाइज, वी हैव डिस्कस्ड 10 इंपॉर्टेंट स्किल्स फॉर न्यू जनरेशन स्टूडेंट्स. आप लोग को अच्छा लगता है तो प्लीज मेरे को कमेंट में कमेंट करके बताइएगा. इट्स माय अर्नेस्ट रिक्वेस्ट टू ऑल द स्टूडेंट्स, ऑल द पेरेंट्स. दिस इज मेनली फॉर स्टूडेंट्स, बट स्टूडेंट्स लाइफ में जो भी प्रैक्टिस करते हैं हम लोग वही हम लोग का प्रोफेशनल लाइफ में होता है. थैंक्स फॉर वॉचिंग दिस वीडियो. आई एम एश्योरिंग यू आई विल कम आउट विथ सच वीडियोज इन फ्यूचर ऑल्सो. तब तक वेट करते रहिए मेरा नेक्स्ट वीडियो के लिए. बाय बाय. थैंक्स फॉर योर सपोर्ट.